Morning, Monday morning, start of another week, workout number 14, something a little bit different today. This week really is going to be incorporating or introducing workouts where you can get a lot crammed into a short period of time. So the workout we've got planned today is 5 free weight resistance exercises back to back to back to back. I'm going to do it in a format. I'm going to stick with the 40-20, just more for demonstration purposes. I mean, you would probably do this exercise slightly different in the gym. You can still take the same format and do it differently, but the reason I'm going to keep to the 40-20 is because then obviously I'm working within a very tight time frame, but it'll give you the idea of how you can do back-to-back exercises working different body parts and saving a hell of a lot of time being in the gym, wasting hours when you don't really need to. And then we're going to do the 5 exercises 3 times, so that's going to be a 15-minute cycle, and then a minute just to clear the area, and then we're going to have 5 minutes of body weight HIIT exercises, and that's going to be basically working for 20 seconds, 10-second rest. So that's going to be short, sharp, but it's going to be a great way just to elevate the heart rate at the end of a strength session. Very crammed, a lot to do in a short period of time. I think it's going to be about 21 minutes with that 1 minute rest in between the two. So we will start. So the first one's going to be a dumbbell hammer curl. So we're just going to go through the 5 exercises. As I say, stick to 40-20 for demonstrated purposes. Strength training is, if you're purely looking to do pure strength training, where you're looking to build on numbers week on week, 3 to 5 reps, 3 to 5 sets. That's the kind of weight you'd want to be setting if you want to really get lots of gains. This is going to be working strength, it's going to be working building muscles and toning and kind of all wrapped into one really, this is, but there is different ways to work on strength obviously. But as I say, we're going to cram a lot in 21 minutes, show you how it's done, and hope if you join in, hopefully enjoy it. So hammer curls, we'll get going. So elbows tucked in, strong stance, knuckles facing out. So what we're trying to do is we're literally going to work the bicep, but we're using a lot of muscles to keep everything still. So you're using the chest muscles, the shoulder muscles, core muscles. You want real minimal movement, so always strong stance from the floor. Try no rocking. Extend your arms fully, and then squeeze at the top. Just get a little bit of an extra squeeze at the top. And obviously you want to go, whatever your goal is, you want to push them as hard as you can. Like kettlebell tricep extension. So now we're going to turn our attention from the front of the arm to the back of the arm. So a kettlebell held like that, flipped up, and then basically we're just going all the way down our back and squeeze up, keeping that weight behind our head. So if you notice, we're going all the way down as far as I can go, stretch out the triceps and then contracting them fully to that lockout position. But that weight, I'm keeping that weight behind my head. I'm not pulling it back up over my head. Try as best you can to keep those elbows tucked in as well. And like I said on a lot of exercises, just focus on the areas that you're working. So this is the tricep. So all the way down, stretch it out, and then squeeze it at the top. Okay, dumbbell goblet squat. First one on the legs. So feet are going to be quite wide, 45-degree open, holding the dumbbell like so, and we're going to just drop as deep as we can, squeeze the glutes at the top, squeeze at the top. So feet planted as they should be, the weight resting on your chest, upward grip, as deep as you can go. Squeeze the glutes, push hips forward at the top, keeping those shoulders back straight. So it's hips below knees is what we're trying to achieve at the bottom. Okay, bent over barbell row. So, key of this is flat back. So how I get people to do this, rest your hands on your knees and then hinge your hips. So you're in that flat back, low flat back position. So you like that, hinge, okay? So, look at the angle on my upper body. A little bit of bend in the knee. Now, if you've got in a good position, you should feel no strain in that lower back. You should take it all in the hamstrings and the glutes. If you look at my upper body angle, I'm pulling that bar to the top of my stomach, lower part of my chest. Full hang with the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, whilst keeping a nice solid position. And the last exercise to complete the first set is alternating forward lunges. So with your dumbbells, you drop forward, knee just off the floor ideally. So with those goblet squats, obviously it's bilateral work, working both legs at the same time. This is unilateral. So singular leg, depending on obviously what weight you're opting to hold. Could be body weight, could be dumbbells, could be kettlebells. You're obviously adding that on top of your own body weight. So there's your first 5 exercises done. Repeat that 2 more times. And then we crank up the speed with the hip work. So, back to the hammer curls. What we're doing now, strong stance, elbows tucked in, nice and still. Straighten out your arms fully. And then squeeze at the top. Feel those biceps being worked. Everything else as still as possible, and just focus on the muscles that you're working. Obviously you've got your own way of measuring your progress, which is important. If you've got a specific goal that you want to achieve, you want to try and keep an eye on those results that you're getting each week and trying to better them. You can better them in a number of ways. Same weight, more reps. Tricep extension. More sets. Or heavier weight. But if you're looking at strength, that's the key. You're looking to improve your overall strength so you can lift heavier, get stronger. As you can see, this 5 exercises crammed into 5 minutes. Yes, you are restricted to 40 seconds. So there's an argument that you're not really pushing your muscles as hard as you can do, but this is just to give you an idea. You don't really need to wait 2-3 minutes between each lift. You can move from different muscle group to different muscle group. And the idea this week will be sort of introducing different exercises, same format, but different exercises, to cram in as much as we can in that 20 minutes. So again, keep those shoulders back straight. Dip nice and low into that squat. Good, squeeze the glutes at the top. Barbell, bent over row, working all those backs of muscles, posterior chain all down the back. Key is that flat back, strong position from the floor, and it gives you the confidence then to work those muscles through the rear delts, rhomboids, traps, biceps. Obviously really working on your core to keep in a solid body position. It's a nice isometric hold on the hamstrings as well. It's quite technically demanding on this one. You know, you don't be too high or too low with the upper body and position so you feel that pull, you're pulling that bar into your chest, working into your stomach. Of course, because you're not really doing so much of a breather, it's a good little bit of cardio conditioning. So, alternating forward lunges. So keep them shoulders back straight, nice and upright. Lunge into that forward position. Try and keep the knee maybe a couple of inches, 1 or 2 inches off the floor, so you're not impacting it on the way down. Okay, round 2 done. I'm looking forward to the gear change in our second half. There's 10 exercises done in 5 minutes. Okay, hammer curls, let's go. So 20 seconds comes down so fast. So again, just try and keep still as you can. Put all the energy into the bicep. Although you could lift heavy, you do definitely feel the biceps being worked because of this particular format of work, the continuity of the work. Kettlebell tricep extensions, so elbows tucked in as best you can, strong stance from the floor, core engaged, so then you can focus on the actual exercise, focus on that muscle. So stretch out the triceps there and then really squeeze at the top. So working at full range of motion. Elbow joints getting a good workout today with the biceps and triceps. So it's important you work the full extension. Okay. So just goblet squats. Your feet maybe just slightly wider than shoulder width. Open out 45 degree. Important you keep the weight resting on your chest so you don't overstrain your back. And then, again, once you set up right, you can perform the exercise nice and good, nice and safe for your body. You can get the most benefits from it in the time that you've got. Again, focus on your your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings. So as you get your form right, you can focus on those muscles, you get the most out of them. Okay, barbell. So last set of these. There we go. Let's go. Set your body and focus on exercise. Round the shoulder blades at the bottom, squeezing together at the top. So you're working again, full range of motion. Great for your shoulder joint. And try to keep your head in neutral spot. Taking the strain in your hamstrings and glutes. Okay, last exercise on the strength bit. And we'll have a little over a minute just to get ready for the next craziness. Finish these strong. It's the 15th exercise in 15 minutes. Try and maintain whole body control throughout. There we have it. Right. A little bit of a recovery. So this is going to be a little bit different to what we've done in the past, working the 40-20. This is going to be 20-10. So half the work but half the rest. So you'll see the difference, the different demands that it brings to your body. 20 seconds is okay, doing the work in 20 seconds, but 10 seconds comes around real fast. So it's important these next 5 minutes. Maintain good concentration level, don't drift off, because like I said, you go from exercise to exercise to exercise pretty fast. So we get the most out of those 20 seconds, most out of 5 minutes. Okay, going in 15 seconds. First one is going to be a body weight squat. So 20 on, 10 off. Okay, ready? Let's go. So, squeeze. Nice and deep at the bottom. This now just going to elevate the heart rate now just to finish off a nice, compact, tight session. Work your muscles a lot. Now we're just going to get that heart rate nice and spiked. Just to complete. Right, calf jumps. This is where you need to squeeze your knees together. Land softly. Squeeze your knees all the way up. Try and land softly with slightly bent knees. Okay. Alternating reverse lunges. So, upright body, little step back, knee just off the floor. Have your hands how you want. I kind of like them on my hips for this one. Okay. Jump squats. She's going to elevate the heart rate now. Hands rested on the chest. Ready? So jump from the low position, land softly. Okay, 10 seconds ain't much recovery after that type of exercise. Skater jumps. Just lateral jumping. Here we go. Explode out to the side. Trailing leg behind. Landing softly again. Twisting opposite elbow to opposite knee. Okay. 5 in. Alternate forward lunges. Same, but we'll go forwards. Shoulders back. Knee just up off the floor. Okay, skipping. Overshot then for a couple of seconds. Okay, so contact time on the grind, minimal. Quick little hops. Okay, 10-second rest, jumping jacks. 3 to go. Okay, so speed. Nice and light on your toes. Try and move your hands from your hips to meet at the top and the balls of your toes. Okay, air squats now. This is that technically driven one. Fingertips on the floor, flat back, and then jump like that. Don't be hunched over. And you get a feel of how fast this type of work is. You've got time to mess about. Getting in, getting it done, get out. Okay, last exercise. Going to be the wall sit. Let's finish off. 90 degrees on the legs. Hands down to the side. A nice quad hold. And there we go. Complete. So let's go straight off into a stretch off. That's how you can get a lot of work done in 21 minutes. You've pretty much worked every single muscle in your body there. But that's the idea. When you do sort of giant sets or 4 or 5 different exercises, if you plan them carefully, you think about which muscles are going to be fatigued at the end of each exercise. If you switch the attention to a different area of your body, yes, you might be slightly out of breath and those particular muscles will be hurting and burning. However, when you get into the flow of it, you can then just switch to the next exercise, and that's how you get 5, well, this example is 5 different exercises all day, back to back to back to back. Like I said, for demonstrating purposes, I did 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, so that we're staying strict, we're staying within that window this morning that we allocate ourselves, so that we're done and dusted, we're out of here by 7 o'clock, ready to go on with your day. But I would say you've done arguably the most important part of what you're ever going to do, which is look after yourself first. And that's what a lot of people don't do. They don't prioritise that. and they should do really, in my opinion. Okay, stretch out the triceps, work them hard. Let's get a bit of mobility work. Okay, open out the chest. Okay, lock the legs out, tense the quads, then just go to your level, gently down. As you lower yourself, you should feel a nice good stretch from all the way through your calves, back your knees, up your hamstrings. Now your knees are going to naturally bend, just be mindful, just keep them straight, keep them locked out, keep your thigh muscles tense. That will relax your hamstrings. You go deeper and deeper into it. Okay, now pull the head into that gap between your legs. Keep your legs nice and straight. Bend your knees, take tension off. One more. Hands on the insides. Stretch out your back leg. So shoulder resting on the inside of your knee. Really open out that gate. Now if you're in a real good strong position here, you should feel a good stretch going on here, but also in your back hip flexor and your quad. Just open it out as much as you can. A little bit of bouncing now that you're warm. Bit of ballistic stretching. Okay, switch over. Same again, to get that shoulder on the inside of your knee. Open out that stride. Good stretching here as well as the hamstring. Really open it out. Okay. There we have it. Can't quite see. No, I can't quite see that on the screen, sorry, but anyway, session done. That's going to be the format for this week. So we'll be coming up with 5 different exercises tomorrow. Might have to use some of those HIIT exercises, because obviously 10 at one go is quite a lot, but we'll see what we can do with creativity there. But you get the idea. 5 resistance exercises back to back to back to back to back. 15 minutes of that, finish with a 5-minute blowout where you're getting a heart rate nice and high. That's a perfect 20 odd minutes of work. So yeah, well done if you've joined in. Thanks for joining, thanks for the support, and just have a great day. See you tomorrow.